What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with RK Outpost, and once again, Ray Carson, the writer of the Star Wars Rise of Skywalker novelization, has written something that has somehow made the sequel trilogy and the Rise of Skywalker even worse. Now, a lot of people's issue with this movie stemmed from the fact that Palpatine was back, and it was clearly never in the plans whatsoever, despite what any of them say. We know that it was a last-ditch, desperate effort from J.J. Abrams, Kathleen Kennedy, all of Lucasfilm, to give people a character that they cared about and a story that they thought would get people to the box office, which didn't really work out as well as they would have wanted it to. So they reached back into the expanded universe. You know, that thing that they threw away? They said they didn't want. They wanted their own creative freedoms, but no. They reach into the EU and they bastardize the story of Dark Empire. They make it worse. They make a bastardized version that was not accepted by fans. But now we have this. One of the things we asked was, you know, if Palpatine could just come back like that, what's to stop him from coming back again? He wanted Rey to kill him in the end. What's to say he didn't get exactly what he wanted? Well, look at this headline. Possible return of Emperor Palpatine suggested in the Rise of Skywalker novel. Yes, I can't believe they would actually put this in there, but they did. Let's get into it. This comes from The Direct. After 1983's Return of the Jedi, most people believed Emperor Palpatine met his fate when Anakin Skywalker threw him down a large shaft of the second Death Star. Around 10 years later, a new comic book series titled Dark Empire offered a new story set after these events, in which the Emperor was able to cheat death utilizing clones of his former body. And we've talked extensively about Dark Empire and how it was done so much better than The Rise of Skywalker was. Once Disney took over the franchise, however, they did not consider this part of their new canon. I like the fact that canon's in quotation marks because Disney canon deserves to be in quotation marks, eliminating almost all chances of seeing that again until A Rise of Skywalker and his final defeat at the hands of his granddaughter. At least, that's what they think was his final defeat. The novelization of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker was only recently released, but readers have already started digging into the material that didn't make it in the final cut. A new post on Star Wars Leaks subreddit alerted everybody to this line that was in Rise of Skywalker. A line from the novel that might suggest Palpatine is still alive and could possibly return. The line reads, this is Poe and Finn talking to each other. General Leia thought they destroyed the Emperor at the Battle of Endor, Poe said, but he came back, more powerful than ever. Of course he was more powerful than ever. They have to slip that line in there, right? Because only Rey would be able to take him down at that power level, right? Everything they do, there's just these little things to just cut down the old legacy characters and raise up these garbage sequel trilogy characters. Every turn. Sometimes it's subtle, like little things like that. You think he might come back again? Finn said. Maybe, Poe said, staring off in Zori's direction. Of course Poe would worry about that. He was acting general now, and like any good general, he was anticipating what fight still lay ahead. Or some other evil will rise. Evil always rises. Nah, said Finn. Not for a long time anyway. So yeah, the most important thing is that they do give this hint that, well, you know, they killed him once before. Maybe he could come back. What this means. Even if Poe is specifically referencing Palpatine, it sounds like there may be a future story to tell. Never put it past Palpatine to find some other contingency plan to put in place. The film and the novel make it seem like Rey truly destroyed that version of the vicious Emperor, but maybe there was more happening on Exegol or somewhere else that was remained undisclosed to audience members. This excerpt raised the question, are there more clones of Palpatine scattered around the galaxy? How insane. How insane to think that they would do this again. But I wouldn't put it past them, because these people have no ideas. They have no original ideas, at least not J.J. Abrams. We all know that. We know that Bad Reboot has essentially nothing original coming out of it, and it never really has, to be quite honest. As mentioned in the direct predictions regarding the 2022 Star Wars film, it's not likely to be the next movie to take place after the Skywalker saga, but it could be a setup for a larger story at play. Our thoughts. Now, this is just him saying this. I don't think Palpatine will ever physically return again, mainly because of the overall poor reception of Episode 9. Both Abrams and Chris Terrio had intriguing ideas with his story, as heard in interviews and seen in the novel. I think his presence in the film or past could be explored more in the future, but another comeback would be dull at this point. It was dull in The Rise of Skywalker, let's all be honest. Listen, as much as we loved seeing Ian McDiarmid back, We know that this wasn't the plan. This was garbage. It was thrown together at the last second. It's not, there's no payoff because there's not a sufficient lead up to this. And this is the crazy part. This is a poll at the end. I would have to sign in to vote, so I didn't sign in. I won't vote. But I showed the results. Do you think Palpatine will return again somewhere in the Star Wars franchise? 50% of people, 33 plus 17, said yes. Yes in a movie, yes, but in other material, novels, comic books, etc. And then other people said maybe a mention, but not physical return, and only 17% said no chance at all. And honestly, they're probably right. They're probably right. He probably will come back because you know what? These people have no idea what they are doing. And what's it going to do then? Is it then going to ruin Rey's? Are they going to make another character to be the real chosen one and cut down Rey? Are they going to do that, 10 years from now? We'll see. Who knows what's going on at Lucasfilm? But I wanted to point this out. Wanted to bring this to everyone's attention because of how ridiculous it is. And this is what we all said. We all gave this criticism. Like, if you're just going to bring him back like that without any real explanation of anything, then what's to say he can't come back again? What's to say he hasn't transferred his essence into somewhere else? What's to say he's not living inside Rey right now? No pun intended. It's absolute garbage, and just it's clear and clear every day that Lucasfilm has no idea what they're doing. By the way, shout out to Ray Carson, who did block me on Twitter for her writing this in The Rise of Skywalker. Another thing that she's written that makes it even muddier and makes the sequel trilogy that much worse. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think there's any chance that they might bring Palpatine back? Is this just a throwaway line? Why would they even put it in there like that? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.